Hello everybody, my name's Tanya. Welcome back to Death's Gambit. Now I'm only going to do this one last part for today because I've done... This is my 5th part today. And I just want to keep going, but I'm going to try to learn myself. So the first thing to do is get back to where I was with my ass intact. Which is going to be hard. You were a little delayed there, Deathy. I should have just fought that guy. Because it was just the one, and these guys aren't as strong as they normally are. That, or I've actually gotten to a point where I can fight them on relatively even terms. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just get you out of my way. Hurt. So these guys are extremely annoying. Alright, I'm trying to talk more. Or even though this is getting to a big serious part where I actually kind of have to focus, so I really don't know what to expect moving ahead, besides just more death traps in general. Hey! Yeah, nice try. That would have sucked. No, thank you. Oh, really? Get out of here. Yeah, so annoying. Alright, so what have I got here next? Now. Wrong button! Why doesn't that just reset to my plume? Okay, I want this item. Whatever this is, I want this. Ascended skill. Ooh, what is mine? 3 Vitae Fortune? Yes, I'll take that. So yeah, 3 things to get through here. Yeah, 3 feathers to get through here were normally, before it took me only 1. You know, I want to try out this site just to see if it has a different moveset from the normal one. Okay, no, it's the same moveset because I was wondering if different weapons of the same type would have different movesets. But apparently not. Yep. Of course they wouldn't make it that easy. So many death traps. Holy crap. No, thank you. Okay. All right. Hit. Beat. Alright, what's waiting for me? What's waiting for me?
It's only a matter of time until your mind rots and betrayal seeps into your thoughts.
What's gotten into you? I wish to destroy the source just like you.
We see through your deception.
The ruse ends now. Yeah, no. I'm not killing you guys. Elevator goes way up. Yeah, I'm not fighting them. Crazy? I don't have a reason to. Alright, so what's waiting for me here?
Are you not sick of death? Your friends? Your mother? Your legacy lie in ruin?
No, not yet. So long as you lie dead at my feet.
Would it be worth it then? Just to see me dead?
Yes. In killing you, my actions will ripple through the ages. I will be remembered. My mother's sacrifice will be remembered. And you will be forgotten.
Look around at these decrepit statues. They were built to immortalize the Ascended, to honor their memory. But can you name any of them? No one can. Not anymore. So tell me, who will remember the commoners when they are gone? Who will remember us when we are gone? You are still a child. You don't understand that what I do is greater than the both of us.
Explain it then.
When I am done, no one will ever fear death again. That is worth everything.
Once the plague of immortality begins to spread, it will spell ruin for the world as you know it. I'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Face me! How many times have you died trying to reach me? Is all your pain worth it? You lack the conviction to do what is necessary. The people of Vardos must learn the truth. Only I can free them from their pain. Will you die a pawn to corpulent kings who desire life eternal? You were forged by war. But I knew a time before it. Will you continue to feed into this cycle of death? Soren, if you destroy it, all immortals will die. And I will not endure this torture again. Ask yourself if it's worth it.
How do you know my name?
By virtue of the divine order, her life is already forfeit. What are you waiting for? This is your moment. The culmination of your struggle. End it all. Embrace your destiny.
We were sent here to die, but we persevere.
I don't have a choice in the matter, do I? Something's up. Death's up to something.
Humans long for me.
I should have known you'd never understand. After all, I was your conviction, and you are my blood.
I knew it as soon as she took me to the house and knew my name.
Look what's become of us. Open your mind to him.
The dark. Free yourself from your earthly constraints.
How can you ask me to kill my own mother?
Your mother's life was forfeit the moment she left for the expedition. What you see before you is a woman sustained through dark magic. She will degrade into the thralls you slaughtered to get here. Blood for blood. That is the only way. Soren, destroy the source and free your mother.
It's come to this, has it? Betrayed by my own son. A pawn of this creature. How do you even know he is who he says he is?
Only those who are at my door can see me. You've been an absent guest for the past several years. It's time you leave this mortal realm.
Be judged. I like this. Feel the fury of the heavens.
Death is here, so I can only assume he's going to keep me from straight up die.
Feel the fury of the heavens. I can't endure it anymore. If I could go back, I would have never left. Soren, you don't deserve this. Feel the raging fire of my soul! Consumed by fire!
Feed you lies to keep you complacent.
Fire of my soul!
Here, come on. Come on.
Consumed by fire! Don't disappoint me.
Ah, do I have to go through that whole fight again? Yes, I do. Okay, I'll be back when I get back to that point.
Feed you lies to keep you complacent.
Feel the raging fire of my soul!
Got her.
Soren, do what you must. But no, there was never a moment that you weren't in my thoughts. I couldn't live with myself for leaving you behind. Returning to you one day kept me going. Nothing makes me happier than to see you here now. I'm sorry I failed you as a mother. I wish I could have spent more time with you. Soren. Don't make the same mistakes I did. I may not have been there for you in life, but I will always be with you in death. So, live.
Heroic rematch just like that. All these immortals dying now. Well, of course, they were immortals too, so that's why they kept coming back to life. Him too. Hell, everyone I killed was an immortal. I guess the things weren't immortal, they're just things. Death's Gambit. That's not it. That's not the end. That can't be the end. I know this isn't the end. It can't be. But I am going to take a moment to talk about what just happened. Holy crap. How did I not see that coming? Endless being Soren's mother. See, that's something I didn't voice this when we found her body in the dungeons, but like I didn't mention this when they found the body, but she was supposedly dead, and yet Death tells you that he had never ferried anyone by the name of his mother to the afterlife. So I should have... they gave a body and I just went with it. But man, that was just an amazing fight. Honestly, that was just very well done. Multi-staged, done very well. Well, it was a pretty good challenge. It's not the hardest boss I fought, actually, to be perfectly honest. It's just the fact that it's a kind of long one. That's kind of a problem. But they definitely let it be more of an emotional thing than a trial of skill. But there's no way this is done. There's still this whole other thing to figure out. Who was Thalamus? What have I done? You've contained Ceridan's immortality and freed your mother from the evil that had befallen this place. But without her, the kingdoms will storm Kaer Shorai, and when they find nothing, peace built on a lie is a fragile thing. No one may know Endless has fallen here today. All that I've done. Am I free to go now?
Plain dead, were you? Shame it's all... Considering the fate of you... Go.
Hey, wait. So that's just it?
Backs. Better good news. This can't rest assured. No, I in return. Give it.
Okay. Okay. This is going to take time. I'm back here. This is going to take time, but I'm going to have to figure out what else there is. Because there's this shrine that I found. I didn't show it because I didn't have any of the things that would supposedly become relevant for it. But there is this shrine that I found that has to have something to do with something. Who was this Thalamus that was there? I need to know. I need to find out what was going on with all that. So, if I have to play this whole game again, I will. But for now, I am done. This has been Death's Gambit. This is an amazing game. I'm trying to speak louder to speak over the music. But this has just been amazing. Like, I mean, it's not perfect. It's got flaws. My biggest complaint is that there's not enough weapons to play around with, but even that's fine. It makes up with everything else. It makes up for its flaws with everything else. Its art style is amazing. The music is beautiful. The story actually kind of got to me. But I know there's more to it. There has to be. That guy Thalamus just came out of nowhere. This freaking Undertale boss. There's more to this. And I have to find it. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, then leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and as always, stay awesome. Later. Hey guys, I just kind of want to talk a bit about the game now that I'm at the end. I've actually managed to, actually just today as I'm doing this and editing this video, managed to beat the game a second time on New Game Plus. Now, I just want to talk about this because this is kind of important. I wanted to try and find out, see if there's anything that would happen with Thalamus at the end of the game, and there's nothing. I've actually even looked into it and found out, like, there's no choice to be had at the end. There's nothing that really changed. There's some things that changed. Like, a couple bits of dialogue changed. Like, the things Thalamus says while you're in Luth are slightly different. And when you talk to Zuma for the first time at the Sanctuary, he sort of hints that, like, maybe they've met before. So it's just nothing more than a little bit of an Easter egg. I'm busy. Daddy's busy. But yeah, so I do kind of want to talk about the game and talk about some of the things that are wrong with it, because these are big things. Like, it's a good game. I'm going to say some good things, but these are big things. So the first big problem is thalamus. Now, there's this literary rule called Chekhov's gun that basically says that you should remove anything from your narrative that doesn't serve a purpose in the narrative. Basically, if you show a gun on the wall in Act 1, then by Act 3, someone needs to be shot. Thalamus was the gun. It was locked, it was loaded, it was pointed right at our heads. It's like he was just there. He takes over. He sends you through this entire little underwater city. He's whispering to you about how death is fooling you. Ooh, and you should give in. He changes the title screen to show, like, he invades your mind when you're meditating. He shows you visions of your mother. He taunts you. Ooh, and I didn't even notice this the first time through. But the second time I noticed, when you reach the top of Chaos Shirai, he's in the background, in the sky. And I actually went back to this footage. You can just kind of barely see him when I get there. Like, I don't notice it, and I don't look up to see it, but he's there. And he talks to you during the fight with Endless. And yet nothing happened with him. Like, I don't know if y'all... I highly doubt y'all... I was about to say something neat. Like, I was about to say, like, I don't know if y'all forgot to do anything, but I highly doubt that. But I don't know if y'all ran out of time to do something with it, or if you have something planned for a sequel. But that was a waste. And also, there were some problems with New Game Plus. Like for example, well, not really New Game Plus, that's kind of general, but yeah, in New Game Plus, certain bits of dialogue never got repeated. Like, certain flashbacks I never got, certain dialogue I never got as a part of just replaying things. Fink never showed up. Like, he wasn't even there. Not only was he not there in the beginning area for me to either kill or buy something from him, but he didn't even ambush me once throughout the playthrough. Which makes it extra weird when I started up New Game Plus 2 and he was there and I accidentally killed him because I didn't expect him to be there, and I was going after the little soulstone snake. So yeah, and that's weird. And also, just there's also the fact that Sigura's quest, like, I assume she was supposed to have a quest because you get that phoenix down that says it's part of her ritual, and I made sure to kill Bast right away, and nobody died. Sigura lived, the archer girl lived, the big drunk dude lived, they all lived. But nothing happened. Like, there didn't seem to be any quest. Now, maybe if I go through New Game Plus 2, since Fink was apparently back, maybe this time things were different. I just had to make sure I kill Bast again. But yeah, if there were supposed to be quests for them, then they weren't there. So that's a bit of a problem, plus the whole thing about where certain things just weren't doing things. And I touched on this again, but there's just the weapons. Like, I can understand not wanting to give too many weapon styles, but if you're, with the fact that we only get one single weapon per style. Like, there's only one spear, there's only one axe, there's only one sword, there's only one halberd. And yet there are 2 great hammers and I want to say 3 or 4 bows plus 2 guns. And yet one of everything else. That just seems... That just seems weird to me. Like, I feel like there should have been more types of weapons or more types per weapon. Like, that's something to look into, probably considering for a future game. Beyond that, I just want to get those bad things out of the way, because just beyond that, this game really is good. Like, the art is amazing, the music is amazing, the gameplay was tight. I never really felt like Well, I did sometimes feel like it was just bullshit gaming, but that's just mostly with New Game Plus with new stuff. And by the way, New Game Plus has done really well. New enemy placements and stuff, new things that enemies do. Like for example, the Phoenix Soul in New Game Plus, when she attacks you, you get this searing wound debuff, which temporarily makes your healing do less damage. So that's actually interesting. That makes going through New Game Plus is very interesting, and the fact that you can choose your level, like you can jump up. Like I could have jumped up to 3 if I wanted to. When I beat New Game Plus 1, I had a choice to jump up to 4. I didn't. I picked 2 because I'm not crazy. I'm not that good. But it's very good. Good, and the story was good. Although I do have to revisit the thing with death. Like it seemed like you had it set up. Looking back, you had it set up so perfectly. It was so obvious that Endless was Evelyn. And just honestly, just from the fact that Death said that he had never ferried her to the afterlife. And yet, when you found a supposed body, you supposedly found her body, like, Death didn't say anything about it, didn't correct you, say like, no, yo, that's not her, like, that's weird. Like, was that actually her body? And by becoming immortal, endless, she became endless, and just in a different body? Or was that not? Or was that someone else? And Soren just didn't bother to kind of like take a peek and go, "Oh, that's not my mother." And again, why didn't Death say, "No, your mother's still alive"? Was it because he was maybe it was because he was afraid Soren would piece it together? I mean, there's a couple of reasons. It just seems a bit weird. So that's one little thing. Beyond that, and beyond the big plot hole that is Thalamus, and also just Amovero was saying something about how the darkness is creeping in. So yeah, there are things wrong with this game. There are things that I feel should have been addressed, things that could have been done differently. But beyond that, this is a great game. And if White Rabbit sees this, I hope they take this as constructive criticism and do even better in the future, because this is great and I want to see more. I want to see better, or I want to see what these people can do in the future. But that's all I want to say, so just want to throw that in. So for now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, then leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and as always, stay awesome. Later.